Hey guys, to commemorate us getting through all of our hot school candidates, we're going to be giving away a $20 Blizzard gift card. In the event that you want to try to win this, go ahead and follow the link in the description below, and good luck. And we'll see you guys all. Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. It is the last day of class for the semester, and we are going to be covering Zul'Jin. Man, he is a super powerful auto attack damage dealer who can just ramp up crazily and under the right circumstances throughout an entire match. Honestly, he's not one of my best heroes, but I do enjoy him as he has some extremely powerful ults. Some of the most powerful in the game, in my opinion. One that can really just turn the tides because the enemy thinks you're dead, but you're not dead. And then one that can just basically be like, hey, boom, headshot, you are dead. So with that being said, let's get right into this and see what we can do with him here today.
Make way for the bad guy.
Alrighty, so we find ourselves in Cursed Hollow. On the friendly team, we've got Zul'Jin, Jaina, Uther, Kel'Thuzad, and Zul versus Malthael, Falstad, Ariel, Sylvanas, and Murky. Man, that's a lot of push that they've got over there, so hopefully our Zul can kind of counteract that as best as he can, as the Murky and Sylvanas will probably go top and bottom respectively. So we'll see what we can get going. Malthael could prove a problem to us if he takes Dead to Rights, because one of the things with Zul'Jin, and this is going to be a theme kind of throughout this match, but Zul'Jin, to be the most effective you can possibly be with him, is all about balancing your health. As you do more damage and have the potential to deal more damage at lower health than you do at higher due to his trait, which I'll kind of explain a little bit right now while we're loading here, as it is a lengthy trait. But so his trait, you passively deal 1% more basic attack speed, or you have 1% more basic attack speed for every 1% of health that you are missing. So if you're missing 50% of your health, you're attacking 50% faster. Now, his trait also has an activatable, which will allow you to do 25% more damage with your basic attacks. However, for every basic attack you throw, you lose 2% of your max HP. And there's a couple more things to that, which we'll explain here in a little bit. But first things first, at level 1, we're going to take Headhunter. And what this is going to do is, so once we get the first takedown on each enemy hero, it's permanently going to increase our damage dealt by 2%. So you can see down here, if you highlight over the little icon, you can see at any point in time what heroes you still have left to kill to get your bonus from your takedowns. But once you get all 5, it increases your basic attack range by 1.1, which is one of the main reasons that we are taking it there. Now, our W ability is called Twin Cleave. Throws an axe to our left and to our right that travel in this circle. They hit each other and kind of circle all the way back around to us. It deals damage and also slows the enemy too. So that was pretty poor. That was a pretty poor bush check in there by the Kel'Thuzad. Our E ability, which we're using right now, is called Regeneration. When using it, we gain back 30% of our health over 4 seconds. However, if we move or we're hit during that process, we will be knocked out of it, as it is a channeled ability. We're going to go ahead and activate our other activatable ability there. It's called Monty Rage, which allows us to take away 50% of our current health. Come on. Get him. Oh, we're going to just regen right here. Allows us to take away 50% of our current health, and then we regen that health back over 10 seconds, allowing us to kind of take a huge dip in health so that we can deal more damage. And then... Oh, okay. Cool. She's back. I was just pinging just in case she wasn't coming back. I want the regen because I need the mana. So a big part of it is trying to make our health low enough to deal a lot of damage, but high enough that we can survive. Oh man, almost could have got that false side if I was paying more attention to it. Level 4, we're gonna take a Monty Hide, which is going to give us 10 or 15 armor while using our Monty Rage. Plus, it's gonna lower the cooldown on it, so we can use it to quickly clear out stuff like this. Okay, now let me explain the rest of the trait, as there's quite a bit to it. So he also has You Want Axe. It's a quest that indefinitely goes. So for every 5 basic attacks that we get on heroes, we're going to gain 1 basic attack damage. Now, once we get 75 basic attacks, we will increase our range. Uh-oh, this could be bad. No, we're okay. We will increase our range by 1.1, and at 150 total stacks, our twin cleave will actually rotate around us twice, or rotate around. It's not necessarily around us, but it will go around twice. So we want to try to get in as many basic attacks on heroes as we can, because we want to try to stack that as quickly as we can. I gotta back off. Hey, got a Murky kill. Murky died near us, so that finished our quest there, so that's nice. God, I can't see her. Can't do the damage if I can't see her. Which is annoying. We can just poke him real quick. Gotta watch out for this fall stat. He's gonna hit us with a hammer. It's gonna hurt. We need to get out of here. Oh, a little bit of health left. Just not enough damage coming out here. We need our Kel'Thuzad, but he's not here yet. He's coming. And we needed a hearth because we need both mana and health there. We're just gonna give that now, so it's already done. So he's gonna be able to get that kill. He sure is. Unfortunately, we weren't near it, so it doesn't count towards our quest, which would have been nice, but... so at level 7, we are going to take Arcanite Axes, and so for every time that it hits, our axes from Twin Cleave hit an enemy hero, they're going to gain 0.75 damage, which is going to allow us to kind of ramp up the damage of them later on, and in the event that we can get to that 150 basic attacks, we do have... What? Just kind of grabbing that there. Let's regen.
Good healing, good time.
Or regen up. We're a little low. Just trying to deal that damage to that Ariel and kind of zone her out as best we can. We got the trib, so we're good there. I don't want to be the one to grab that, so. Oh man. So we popped our rage so I can do more damage. And see, we're getting good hits in with our axes, so that is increasing that damage. And it is something that we gotta make sure that we stay on top of, because we want to increase. Basically, we want to increase all of our damage as much as we can. Obviously, right? I wish that revealed them, because them going through bushes is super annoying. Nope. Not today. Oh, this is gonna be rough with Dead to Rights also. That's what I was afraid of. So Dead to Rights, which is Malthael's ability, obviously is one that he can use, and it deals 50% of the damage that the target's currently missing in health. So what that means to us is that when we get low on health, we might die. So Taz Dingo might be the right play here, but I'm gonna go Guillotine because I want to kill things. So this is a risky play. Taz Dingo would basically keep me alive, but Guillotine might give me a kill. So we're just gonna kind of clean this up.
I kind of liked that thought.
Take that. We're gonna regen. I like the music. Alright, what's gonna go bot here? Join the team. So guillotine, huge range. We throw an axe into the sky. Shortly thereafter, it lands in the spot that we choose here, dealing a ton of damage, and it increases its damage based on the health that we currently have. So the lower health we are, the more damage it does. So we want to just try to, we want to use it when we're low and kind of roll with it. Oh, we got silence. That silence is gonna be big. We're gonna go ahead and drop the axe on him because he was rooted, which makes me happy. Oh.
Where'd you learn to kill things like that? Double kill.
Woo! Alright, got the kill on Sylvanas. Oh, Jesus! That was so close. I was so scared. We're gonna back up because he's gonna try to do this. And we're gonna go ahead and pop this. Can we see him? Come on. I popped my Monty Rage because I wanted to drop a guillotine on him, but I couldn't see him. Who do we need to kill? We need Falstad. That's who we need to die. Falstad needs to die. When Falstad dies, we gain that attack speed bonus, which is huge for us. We're gonna come up here and help out Jaina. Hey, we got the Malthael as he was running away with our guillotine, so we did pretty good there. And we also got to our 75 stacks, so we now have an increased basic attack range. Now, at level 13 is going to be one of the most vital talents for us, because we are going to grab Ensnare. So this is another straight line skill shot that is going to root enemies. And it roots them for 1.5 seconds, which is going to be huge for us, because we need that. We need those roots. We need them stationary so we can get in as many hits as we possibly can. This is a pretty vital trib. They're going to get it. I'm going to stay top and just defend, because they're going to be coming up here. Murky is I'm not attacking fast enough because my... So another thing you have to watch out for too is every time you die, or I think even when you hearth, your Berserker Rage gets turned off. So my Berserker Rage got turned off there, so I wasn't hitting for as hard as I could have been. I could have stopped that egg. And we're just going to let ourselves get low here so we can go ahead and take care of that as best we can. Why are you guys fighting? I'm coming. We're going to keep our health low so we can just come in with the surprise guillotine. So, I mean, did a lot of damage there, but I'm fine. That's not gonna hurt me too bad. I'm okay with that. We're gonna go ahead and heal up using our regeneration here.
Careful, you've lost a fall.
We're gonna kind of stick back, see what they do. Okay, they're not pressing it.
I got axe for you. Oh, I do it.
And we're just going to watch out here. They could be... I mean, we could go for it. This is risky. This is dumb. Alright, we're going to pop our Monty Rage so we can do more damage. Falstad's going to be coming quick, probably. There he is. Alright, we got the boss. That's fine. I was going to say, he's going to fly down and take a look at it. He took Hinterland's Blast, though, so he can't do any cheeky stuff with, like, gusting us off and then trying to grab the point. So we don't have to worry too much about that, at least. We're going to go ahead and pop our Monty Rage immediately. And just go to town on this guy. Just, once again, we just want to cycle and do our Grievous Throw as soon as possible. is we can do a lot of single target damage. That's like our main thing here, is we can do so much single target damage. And right now, although I'm low, I'm kind of hunting, because I want to be able to toss a guillotine at somebody. And you can see how much damage your guillotine's going to do here, and see as we regen, the damage we're doing is lowering. Now, I will pop a Monty Rage as soon as I see somebody I can hit. And so I just did that. Just a cheeky little thing, and then we'll go ahead and use our regen. At level 16, we are going to take Wrong Place, Wrong Time, which is going to help us out a lot. We're going to root him. Maybe. Yeah, he'll live. Oh my god, guys. Watch out. I gotta watch out here. We gotta watch out. I'll explain a little bit more on the thing that we just took there in a sec. Deal a little bit of damage at Falstad. At least scare him out of here. This is... Ooh, there we go. That was a good hit. So our axes deal more damage when they hit together. Now, that's what we took that talent there. I was gonna call it Wrong Place, Wrong Time. So it deals more damage. Plus, upon hitting a target with both, it gives us 5 stacks of our quests too. So it's gonna help us gain stacks quickly as well. Man, they can just box us out so hard right there. We're gonna pop our Monty Rage to help clear this out quicker. And it's not bad. I mean, if you're not in trouble or not under the risk of taking a hit, popping a Monty Rage is not bad at all. It doesn't cost you anything. It gains back your health. It's just gonna allow you to clear stuff out quicker. If he would have kept going, we would have had him there. We got to stop Murky, which we're not going to be able to do in time. And that one's going to destroy it. Damn. Yeah, we're just not pushing like they are pushing. It's almost like having Sylve and Murky on their team is helping them out a lot. We're going to come down here, and we're going to hopefully get some good hits in. We're gonna take out that Ariel.
Nice try.
And get our kill on Falstad with the guillotine.
Nobody better than me.
Killing.
And we're gonna come up here and just make sure that we're near the minions, because we want to make sure that we're getting that XP. Hopefully we can get a building down here. That Falstad kill was huge.
Whatever you want.
Your enemies just can't keep it together.
And we're gonna try to just deal damage in here. Let's get on the building, boys. Let's just take out this building. That's all we want out of this. So here's kind of a problem. So Uther keeps healing us, which is, usually, man, that's awesome. Thank you, Uther, you're healing us. Well, it causes us to do less damage too. So there's definitely a certain amount that you want this and certain amount that you don't. Conversely. All right, we need to get out of here. Oh God. We're gonna root people. We at least rooted. I'm just trying to slow them down. Uther went way deep there.
Wins my favor once more, that is.
Okay. Now they're probably, I mean, they could go to our boss. Murky's gonna try to get this here.
There used to be a fort there. Choose a talent.
Knew that's where he's going, but I couldn't do anything to stop him. At level 20, we're going to take Buzzsaw, and what this does is after impact, Guillotine's going to continue to travel in a line, dealing 75% of the damage that it was dealing to any enemies that it happens to hit on that. Ah.
You're the boss.
Had Ariel not been there for the heal, that would have been a kill. We did the damage, but it just wasn't enough. We can't contest this. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna bury you. Do what you want.
And we're trying to throw our skills out if we can, but we also want to be safe. We're gonna pop our Monty Rage and a guillotine when we can. Oh, Uther. Alright, well, now we're just gonna hang out a little bit and let them grab that bottom boss. Can't stop them.
I got axe for you.
Should be any second now. Bling! There it is. We've almost gotten to having our axes travel around twice, which is good. Now, Zul'Jin is one of those heroes that he benefits from the match taking a long time. The longer the match takes, more damage we begin to deal. And as you can see, we're already dealing a decent amount of damage. But we could be dealing even more. We're going to come up here, we're going to pop our Monty Rage, and we're just going to go ahead and deal as much damage as we can to this guy. And with our health being so low, gotta watch out, I don't want to get rooted there and straight up die. And we're going to go ahead and hearth just to get Banthus health.
Kill one of them for me.
But as you can see, we got back we were able to do a ton of damage onto that. They're probably getting that top boss right now. We can't stop that, but we will have to. We can't stop them from getting it, but we will have to defend it.
Whatever you want.
We have to give that bottom thing. Just between the murky and the sylph pushes, that's really what's kind of doing it for us. And we're not having the best of team fights. We're playing well, so there's that. But as a team, we're not. So right now they're choosing a 3. No, you guys need to retreat. There's no reason to fight that. There's no reason to fight that fight. We lose with this.
You want axe?
Even if we won that team fight, this boss is gonna win it for him. If we don't do this.
You want axe?
Trying to get in as much damage as we can. Ah, shit! I was so focused on the boss that I went ahead and didn't see the rock coming at me. Oh man, that was a terrible way to die, but hopefully you got to understand a little bit of what Zul'Jin can do. I mean, honestly, we weren't going to be able to stop this anyway. There was nothing we could do there because they went and suicided the 3 of them. They needed to give that, stop boss, and then defend. So, I mean, really, that was the key of it. Their Falstead played really well. But ultimately what it was is the Sylvanas plus the murky pushes. Even though we did a lot of siege there, then with the bribes that Murky was able to get, it was just going to give that lane pressure where he doesn't even have to be present, and it's going to be pushing that lane so hard that we're going to have to go and contend with that. But that is Zul'Jin. Let's talk about some talents that we took. So at level 1, we took Headhunter, and this was so that we could get that extra damage, and then also so we could get that enemy, or get the basic attack range increase of 1.1 after we got all the kills. Which, as you saw, we really started to ramp up on our ability to actually deal more damage once we got that basic range attack, that attack range increased. At level 4, we took a Monty Hide, and this was so that we could use a Monty Rage more often and gain 15 armor while regenerating health from it. We took Arcanite axes at level 7 so that we could deal more damage with our axes. Had we gotten to our 150 stacks, that ends up being huge because your axes then rotate twice. Therefore, you can actually hit people twice with them, and you can get in lots of damage on non-combatants or NPCs like mercenaries and stuff. Level 10, we took Guillotine so that we could do things like we did, where we killed that Falstad from far away. And, you know, also I like Guillotine because it's a fun... I personally like it because it's a super fun poke ability. If people are rolling around with not very much health, you can get off some pretty easy kills because it's you can't see it coming. And it's the range on it is just massive, so you have a really good chance to kind of pick people off. You pop your Monty Rage and then use your Guillotine, and you might get some kills that you won't even have to get within range to kind of do. Level 13, we took Ensnare so that we could root the enemies and keep them close enough so that we could do more damage to them. Level 16, we took Wrong Place, Wrong Time. This was so that our twin Cleave axes would hit, when they hit that at the same time, it dealt more damage, and so it counts as 5 hero hits for You Want Axe. And then at level 20, we took Buzzsaw, so after our Guillotine hit, it continued to roll on the ground, dealing 75% damage to enemies that it did hit. And if a hero is killed by Guillotine, Zul'Jin is instantly healed to full, which is crazy ability when you look at it. Let's talk about some other talents that he does have. From time to time, if I'm going against like an Abathur, chances are I won't be near an Abathur that dies unless I have Guillotine, or you know, just some random thing happens. If an Abathur plays well, I will never be around an Abathur that dies. Therefore, I will never complete the Headhunter quest. So I would usually end up taking Recklessness so that while under 75% health, I gain 10% spell armor, and while under 50% health, my basic attack damage is increased by 20%. You can also take Bone Slicer, which makes it so that your Grievous Throw, instead of just hitting the first 2 enemies, it hits all enemies. And for per hero hit, you regain your mana. I don't really find mana too much of an issue on Zul'Jin, so I really like Recklessness more in the event that I'm not going to take Headhunter if I don't think I'm going to get those kills. And then at level 4, if you are going against a team that has a lot of roots or slows, Voodoo Shuffle is definitely the way to go. Like if you're going against like a Garrosh or something, I highly recommend it, because once he throws you in there, you know, with Zul'Jin, you don't really have an escape. So if a Garrosh were to stun you, you can then use your Voodoo Shuffle so you don't get the slow after, and you can run from him before he has the chance to throw you. So that's a really good thing, and it reduces the mana cost and cooldown of Regeneration, so you can use Regeneration more. If you're wanting to use Regeneration more, you take Troll's Blood, and this is going to increase your healing by 25%. And then also, if it finishes, you restore 10% of your maximum mana. I personally like Amani Hide because if I'm in the thick of it, I want the extra armor, and I just want to try to burn them down before they're able to burn me down. I mean, Zul'Jin is all about, like I said, playing that balance between having health and having damage. Less health, more damage, more health, less damage. I played a match on Zul'Jin because I wanted to get a little bit more familiar with him, because I didn't play him that much prior to, but I played a match probably about 2 days ago, and I had a Morales who was basically being a pocket healer for me. She wouldn't leave me alone, and I couldn't get in any damage because I was always full health. I was like, stop healing me. I can't do this. It was ridiculous. I went Guillotine, and I barely got any damage out of it because I always had full health. I was like, stop. So at level 7, if you didn't take Arcanite Axes, one I like to take is Ferocity, and this increases the attack speed bonus of your Berserker by 40%. So that, once again, more attack speed, especially useful against like bosses. So if you have somebody tanking a boss like a Artanis, or, you know, insert any tank here, taking the hits for you, you can do so much damage to a boss, so you guys can burn it down very quickly. Also, if you are going against, you can take like siege camps and stuff. I know I didn't really do that too well in this one. That was mostly because the Murky kept bribing ours. But you can take siege camps really well with Zul'Jin. He's not that great against like bruiser camps, like the four packs, just because of the amount of damage you have to do before you get killed with him. Now, if you do have Twin Axe, it's a little bit different of a story. You can do a little bit more damage there, but he's not the most effective. There are heroes that are much better at that, and a lot of them. At level 10, if we didn't take Guillotine, you see a lot of heroes taking, or a lot of players taking Taz Dingo. What that does is for 4 seconds, you are unkillable, and basically you just can't be reduced to less than 1 health. So you pop it, like you're about to die, you pop it, and 9 times out of 10, it's go mode. You just try to kill the other person before they can kill you. You're at 1 health, and you're gonna gain all of your attack speed bonuses and everything that you've got. And it's just, you have 4 seconds to kill them and not take any more damage. You can use it as an escape, like if you're about to die, you hit it and you're running away, that can work too. But more often than not, you see people take it to just basically stand there and tank for about 4 seconds and deal a crap ton of damage because of the fact that they can't be killed during that and they have such low health. However, any hero that has any form of a dot, you know for a fact Zul'Jin's dead right after that 1 health ends, unless, and this is a really cool synergy that you see on a lot of heroes, or not a lot of heroes, but you see when you see synergies like this, it's really fun with certain supports. Like for instance, if you have like a Rhaegar, your Zul'Jin goes down to 1 health, you wait 2 seconds, and then you pop Ancestral Healing on him. And all of a sudden, boom, Zul'Jin's, he's back in it, and he did a crap ton of damage during that time. It takes a little bit of more coordination, but it can work to great effect when those times do arrive. At level 13, if you didn't take Ensnare, which in my opinion is the best in the tier, because I love heroes being rooted. You can take like Lacerate, which is also kind of gives a similar effect. Your Twin Cleave is going to slow them by 10% for each Twin Cleave axe. So that means if they get hit by both, that's 20% more slow, as opposed to, I think it's 30, right? 15%. So that's actually 25% per axe. So that means you can slow them by 50% if you hit them with both. And then if you've stacked up and you've gotten the twin where it rotates around you twice, a lot of potential stacks and stuff there, because they're going to be slow, they're going to be stuck, and then the rotation of the axes come back around will hit them again, so it's a lot more damage as well. You can also take Eye of Zul'Jin. So basic attacks against enemy heroes grant Zul'Jin 6% movement speed. This will help you stick to targets when you're trying to kill them. So that kind of works the same way as these. All 13 is about how are you going to stick to your targets. I personally like rooting them because it allows my allies to come and really kind of mess with them. There was one point in that last match, I didn't really mention it, but the Sylve got stuck by the Kel'Thuzad, and she had thrown her Banshee and she was going to teleport to it, but right before she went to teleport to it, I rooted her again. So she was stuck there, and then we were able to kill her. So at 16, if you're going against like a Garrosh, No Mercy is amazing talent, as it's going to ignore enemies' armor once they've been marked with Grievous Throw. So it's a really good anti-Garrosh or anti just high armor hero talent. And then you can also take Let the Killing Begin. So when you kill an enemy, your attack speed is increased by 5% up to 40% for 12 seconds, and basic attacks refresh the duration. And then hero takedowns instantly give you that 40% attack speed. So why that one is good, so like you're killing minions and you gain that extra attack speed, it helps out in a lot of different ways like that. And then in fights, obviously a big boom to your attack speed, 40%. You take like Taz Dingo, so you get a kill, you take Taz Dingo, and you have your other attack speed bonuses because you're so low on health, and next thing you know, you're attacking crazy fast, doing ridiculous damage. And then at level 20, if you did take Taz Dingo, it increases the duration by 1 second, and then upon expiring, it heals you for 50% of the damage you dealt during Taz Dingo. So there's a lot of potential regen there, and less of a need for like an ancestral or something to keep you alive, because you're going to be doing some damage. And then at level, you could also take Forest Medicine, so regeneration is no longer channeled and cannot be interrupted, so you can just get back your health just by tapping E and still running around. Not my favorite, but it is a possibility to take. Well, guys, with that, we have actually gone through every single hero in our Hot School series. I just wanted to take a moment. I'm gonna do another video just like really formally thanking you guys, but I just want to thank you guys so much for the support that you guys have given me going through this entire series. It's been it's been one of the most gratifying things that I've done actually in producing a series. So thank you so much for that. It truly means a lot to me. Also, if you have not entered in our gift card drawing for the Blizzard gift card, the link is in the description below. Make sure you do that. I'm going to be drawing that. Today's the 11th. I will be drawing it on the 15th. So you have 4 days to get your entries in so that you have a potential chance to win that gift card. We will be doing more HotS related content on the channel. There will be a lot more like speed running and other just kind of excerpts and stuff like that from my Twitch channel. I do invite you to join me on Twitch or to join our Discord page. On Saturday nights, we also do a HotS with viewers stream. It usually starts between 8 and 9 Central Standard Time. So if you are wanting to join in on that and you want to play with me and, you know, with some of our friends and stuff, feel free to hop into the Twitch chat and just say, hey, you know what are we playing today? Or hell, you can come in, you know, just hang out, choose what hero I play as. You know, you've seen me suffer through a lot of these, so you know, maybe I'll finally get good at some of them. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, and you know what? We'll see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.